So, welcome to a new thing I'm trying. My name is Travis Duda. I'm a graphic designer living here in Worcester, Massachusetts, and I like to work on simple, clean design when I'm designing for clients. However, that's not how my brain works. It doesn't just stay super clean and orderly all the time. It typically is just this jumbled mess of images and ideas. And a lot of times what I'll have to do is get an idea out of my head just to clear space for new stuff. What that means is that a lot of times if I'm stuck on a design, I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels or grinding my gears, I'll just stop. I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll just make something for me, make something fun, make something weird. I like weird, dark imagery typically, but today we're going to go a little bit more lighthearted. We'll save some of the dark stuff for Halloween if people are into this kind of thing. But I've recorded my computer, so let's dig into this. For any of my digital stuff, again, I use Photoshop, and I'm using Adobe Photoshop CS6 because that was the last version I could buy. I have not updated Creative Cloud yet. It is on my list of things to do as soon as I can afford some more money. I was able to buy this outright, but anyway. Point is, a lot of what I'm showing you can still be done on Creative Cloud or even older versions of Photoshop. You just kind of got to get creative with some of the stuff. And if not, screw it. Do something similar. Take what I'm doing and just try your own thing from it. Everything that I'm doing was inspired by other artists. Nothing I'm doing is that really innovative or creative. It's just different, I guess. I don't know. I got a fresh cup of coffee, and I'm feeling good. So let's start this. Typically, I go 11 by 17, but seeing how we're not really making posters and I'm not going to be using my own photography, I'm going to be scrapping stuff off the internet, I know I can't sell this. I can give it away, and as long as I credit all the other artists. So that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to make like a cell phone background. Sure. I'm going to start with height of 4 inches. Width of 4 inch, height of 8 inch, resolution 300, because even though it's going to be digital, I want it to be super crispy. That doesn't look right. Let's go 6 inches. And all that was just Command Option C for canvas size. And then I'm just filling in black and white. We'll start black. Screw it. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's the thing. A lot of these times, I have no idea what I'm making when I start making it. So we're going to see what this does and go from there. It's low stress, no stress. We're taking the Bob Ross approach with this. We're going to make some real simple decisions. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens in your composition happens in your composition. This is just what happens in my composition. Have fun. This is not meant for being super stressful. This is just meant to be fun and express some creativity. So, got a canvas. Close that crap out. I come over here to DeviantArt. I love DeviantArt. There's a fantastic community of artists, and a lot of people create these resources and just give them away. I take more than I give, but I credit when I can. And I really should start joining this community more. It's really cool. I'm just lazy, is really what it is. However, as you can see, in our browse, come down here to resource and stock images. These are just stuff that people are generating that they're giving away, and all they want to do is just to credit it. And there's different varying degrees of interesting stuff. I'm not necessarily sure what I'm going to take, but when I do this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, what's this? Okay, that looks interesting. So, we'll start a little note so I can be a good boy and credit people. New Google Doc. Photo credits. Thanks, Google. That's exactly what I wanted to call that. Okay, we'll copy this bad boy and put it here. Let's see what else we can find. Anybody that knows my artwork knows I'm a big fan of skulls, but we're going to try to stay away from skulls today. Challenge myself a little bit. This sunset might be interesting. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy, go nuts. We'll add this to the list. And again, if you're watching this on the YouTubus, you're watching this on YouTube, you can go down in the description and you'll see all the links of all the images I've used, as well as an image to the full thing, so you don't have to watch the whole thing to see what I do. And you can tell me how I did, because at this point I have no idea what that looks like. Coffee break. Okay. Bringing this bad boy in. Ooh, what's a biggin? We like biggins. We likes the biggins. Let's see what else we have. Some flowers. It's kind of cool. State of decay. Stains of decay. Sorry. Yeah. Thanks, Jerry. Just Dairy? I don't know. Thanks, you. Add it to the list. Copy. Close. I know it looks like I'm bouncing from thing to thing to thing, and it's exactly what I'm doing. But trust me, it all makes sense. That's kind of cool. I don't know how I'd use it. So I'm building, right now I'm grabbing stuff for like a background layer. We need to define what the subject matter is going to be. She's pretty. Morning. Morning. Building shots are usually pretty cool. It would be fun to do something It related. Alright, I'll probably do something It related in Halloween. I was a big fan of that. I went and saw it with Sarah. Sarah's my wife. My wife. She really wanted to say it. Oh. A lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to use. Zebra butt. Nah, what do I think with a zebra butt? And sometimes this is what you do. You just scroll and scroll and scroll and see what inspires you. That's kind of neat. I like the big eye. I love big eyes. I love big eyes and I cannot lies. That was terrible, I know. Oh, flower ball. That's kind of cool. By Jules Stock. Yeah, let's go crazy. Thanks, Jules Stock. You have now been added to the list. Well, not yet, but now you have. Copy. Close. Paste. Alright, so we have 4 layers now. I just want to figure out what the subject matter is going to be before we really dig into the photoshopping. That's pretty cool. We might take that texture. Oh. Maybe we'll do like a wacky bird. No, I'm not gonna use that. I might use this though. It's a cool shot. Thank you to the photographer, because that's a really cool shot. I can't imagine how we got it. Or she. I should say. I can't imagine how they got it. Because I don't know who they are. Bellini Stock. Thank you very much, Bellini Stock. I have linked your bird stock photo at the bottom of this video. Alright. So I might mess with this bird. Bird. Oh. Great Dane skull. What if we get a bird, a Great Dane skull? Ah, it's dark. It's dark. I don't know why I like such dark imagery. I just do. The Pigman? Oh, hi, Mark. I am Pigman. Hi, Pigman. I'm Travis. My name isn't Mark. Some statues, some soccer players, some more animals, a monkey. And there's a lot of cool stuff on here, but there's also a lot of, we'll call them scraps. I'm sure they're right for the right person, but they are not right for me. A horse, Horse. Godzilla. So we're still looking. I'm having trouble deciding on what I want to mess with. I know, this is super, super interesting. I can't decide. I don't know if it's the camera or... this is just not the stuff I'm looking for. Alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to what's hot. Sometimes you do that. Sometimes you just switch it up. That sword's pretty cool. I typically like clouds. I love the texture of clouds, so we'll probably grab this. Credit and show the result. I will do that. Amca stock. Oh, I will probably go back and post a video on all these people's pages. That's smart. That's smart. Alright. Yeah, we're totally gonna use that. That looks cool. You're going on the list. Pew. Copy. Pasty. Alright. Let's start doing some stuff. So if you hold Alt, and you click the eye, it'll isolate that layer. Didn't know if you knew that. It's a neat little trick that I use pretty much all the time. V to get the arrow. Command T to get the train. Oh, nope, gotta have the right layer selected, knucklehead. Command T. I'm just gonna make this the full screen. Let's see what it looks like. Flipped. I like that. Now, Shift, Alt, Command B makes it black and white, and then you can sit here and mess with the layers and really just add a lot of depth and contrast to your image. I try to make some go super dark while others kind of gain light. Yeah, I see that. By bringing the cyan up, it just adds a lot of contrast to the image, which makes it more visually interesting in my opinion. I think I'm going to drop the blue. I like what's going on in here. Magenta up, magenta down, magenta down. And that looks good. Good place to start. So now, we'll come turn this thing on. Command T. Oh, it's on the wrong layer. Command T. I might use this one more for color at this point. I really like the shades of blues and oranges in those clouds. And I think that would be interesting. So, I'm going to position it so we're just there. And a lot of times I mess with the blending layers. Soft light, hard light, overlay. It's all going to be depending on what you're trying to go for. Like, see right there, that's a little heavy, but it's still really early in the process. So we'll come back. We'll come back to the color layer. Let's pop this layer on and see what we can do. Again, Command T. Transform. We're making, so I'm going to just adjust this slightly with distort. I want those bands to kind of push down. This is where my art and my design background kind of coalesce, because I want to create that nice shape. Yeah, see how it goes kind of up and down now, and it's pushing down. I like that. Before, a lot of my artwork I would make the symmetrical, and that would do something, but I'm trying to break away from that too. So, we're gonna turn this black and white. Again, green is gonna be most of this image, and then opposite of green. Ooh, too much. Opposite of green is red, but yellow works with green in this. Red's probably not gonna, oh. That's interesting. I did not know that would be red hues. Or red hues. Cyan up, cyan down. Blues up, blues down. Magenta up, magenta down. I think we're going to have to come up a little more with the yellow. Alright. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll go to Image, Adjustments, Brightness, Contrast. And really just shoot up that contrast. It's just making the darks extra dark and the lights extra light. And now, let's do like a soft layer blending. You can see a little bit of the lines coming through. This might actually work with like a light or a screen. That's interesting. Let's go with that. So now, I don't want to darken the image too much, but I definitely want some things happening in the background that kind of lead the eye there and just give something else to play with. So a hard light there, that's a little much. A straight color, that's kind of cool. And again, we're just playing. We're just seeing what we like, what we don't like. I like those tones. Okay. Let's mess with this ball. I'm kind of envisioning this as being kind of like a little bit outside, but I also think I want to extract it. Yeah, so we're going to go for the simple extraction. We're just going to come over here, grab the elliptical, and then, so what I'm doing is I'm holding Shift, Alt, and I'm dragging out from the center. And I'm kind of just eyeballing it, but Shift and Alt will grow up together. Again, with the marquee tool still selected, I can use my arrow keys to fine-tune the positioning. That's going to take out most of the background. So Shift Command J copies that image or the selection to a new layer. I just deleted the background layer, but you'll never guess what comes next. I wrote a blog post last week about why I like black on white, and I'm a huge fan of contrast. So when I make these compositions, I want to make them have as much contrast as possible. Like, yeah, see this one? I'm gonna really do that. Now that's making a very interesting shape. And I like how you kind of lose it at the bottom right now. I might even move this up slightly. Yeah, that's looking pretty neat. Coffee break. Let's mess with the clouds. Again, it would help if you're on the right layer, dude. People are watching you. Step up your game. Alright. I'm imagining that's going to wrap it around nicely. All I just did right there was change it. You can, with the number keys, you can change the opacity quickly. So sometimes I'll just drop it down to 50 by hitting 5 and just seeing, how it's going to line up, and then pop it back up to 0. Oh. Black and white. This one I'm not going to mess with too much because I like kind of the tones that it gave me, but I am going to boost the contrast, and we're just going to soft like this. So this is just real subtle, real subtle. Like you could see that it's just darkening up that bottom. I want the light on top, dark on the bottom, so that we kind of, instinctually we move as a viewer from our eyes from the top to the bottom. This just kind of helps, All right. And just to check in, let's see how this color's doing. Ooh, that's doing some interesting stuff. Okay. Mr. Bird, how do you play into this image? I've been kind of just taking all these images at face value right now, which isn't necessarily normally what I do. Like him, this might take a little bit. We're going to extract it. We're going to extract him with the pen tool. So, pen tool, click, a click. I'm going to do it kind of quickly because I don't really care. Oh. But the way it works is you click, you drag. The point on the back side is where you've gone or where you come from, and the point forward is where you're going. So what you want to do is kind of position yourself as to you're kind of giving it a little hint. Like, hey man, you want to go up this way. And it says, okay. If you want, you could also go back after the fact and edit any of these points if they're just not perfect. I don't know. I really should have shaved for this because my mustache is tickling my nose. I'm talking like an up-talker because I feel like I'm an NPR. But yeah, I'm going to zoom around this birdie bird. Zoom. And again, I don't want all the detail necessarily, my art is very layered and not necessarily the most clean. If you want to take your time and get a nice clean extraction, that's on you. Just, it's not needed for what I'm trying to do. That talent is super dangerous though. Look at that thing. Alright. Come around town. I left clicked instead of right clicked. I didn't actually do anything there. Sorry to confuse you. Up over here like this. Down over here. I know. Thoroughly interesting. Sorry. My mustache is tickling my nose. I think I got coffee in it and now it's... Oh. Bad one. So Command Z, let's step you back, edit, undo, whatever your preference. And again, if you have another way you do this, do it that way. That's the beauty of Photoshop. There's no shortage of ways to accomplish any task. Do the one that's best for you. I know dudes that would sit here and take the eraser tool and bang all those out. Just to be clear, when I say dude, that's there's no gender behind dude. I apply it to the good burger sense of life. I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes, hey. So, everybody's a dude. Everybody's dude to me anyway. So, I've seen people, I've seen dudes use the eraser tool, I've seen dudes use the lasso tool, I've seen dudes that like to live dangerously and all they use is the magic wand. So there's really lots of different ways you can do things. Me, I like some kind of crispiness, but again, I'm going to blow a lot of this away in the editing, so I go pen tool. And it just so happens that I spent a lot of time learning how to use the pen tool and I feel the most comfortable with it. And again, without sounding redundant, that is the most important part. Use what you are comfortable with. I'm going to zoom in, just Command plus. Huge fan of the shortcuts. Huge fan. Come down here like this guy. If I really wanted to, I would take all individual of those feathers, but I'm feeling a little lazy. And I don't think we need it for this guy. Alright, and with that, we are done. So, what does that mean? Well, we come over to the paths, and we can click this guy, and now it has dancing ants all around it. V to give us the arrow. Shift Command J to pop that bad boy into a new layer, so now there goes the background. And now he's isolated. Hi, little bird. Hello, little bird. Little bird. Now let's go big with him. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Just mess up the levels, trying to get this thing as interesting as possible. And he's already kind of dark. Yeah, but again, I'm just looking to make as much contrast as possible, or at least make the image as visually interesting as possible. Pump up the contrast, pump up the contrast, pump up the contrast, brightness, brightness. Command L, get your levels, and you can kind of level with that a little bit. But again, this is gonna take a little too much. Now, from my quick pen tool, you see that he has kind of a halo on the outside of him. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to show you a quick hacker way. So again, Alt on the eye shows you only on that layer. I'm now selecting the background. Select similar gives me all the backgrounds that are similar. Now what I'm going to do is modify feather. I'm going to call it 3 pixels. I don't want very much feathering. Feathering is just kind of like a... Here, I can show you. What's going to happen is I'm going to hit delete, and it's just going to soften that up. Did you see it right in there? Here. I'll come in nice and close. You can see all the pixels. All the pixels. You see it? I'll do it one more time. So what that does is it just kind of creates like a slight gradient tone. As you come back in, that halo is slightly reduced. we can even go a little farther. So select, modify, expand 1 pixel, and then select, modify, feather 3 pixels. Okay. Yeah, that's looking better. Okay. So now, let's see what we can do over this. So hard light's gonna make him disappear into the background. I don't know if I want to do that. Multiply darkens everything. It just takes the darkest values. Screens does the opposite and takes all the lightest values. I'm not necessarily liking any of this stuff as is. So maybe go back. Oop, wrong one. Normal. Well, now we start playing and see what we can do for weirdness. That's kind of interesting, right? Yeah, that's funky. Bump up the contrast. Oh yeah, let's go crazy. So what I've done is just made a second layer, and this one's just going to be an overlay just to create a base. Alright, you know what? It might even be a normal at 30%. What are you doing? The dog's down here doing weird stuff. Holy crap, we're already at a half hour. Alright. I need to take a break. I gotta go potty. Taking a break. And we're back! Alright. I know that didn't seem like anything to you, but I just went to the bathroom. So, where did we leave off? We need to do something with this bird. We need to find some other things. We need to find something else. So there just needs to be something going on. I had the idea to maybe do, like, a dinosaur bird, because dinosaurs are basically birds. Sorry, birds are basically dinosaurs. That's a funny corgi on a sheep. Hello, lady. I don't know who she is, but she's all over Senshi stock. She's all over DeviantArt. I wonder how many comic books she's been the model for. How many comic books she's been involved in. She has tons and tons of poses. She's always doing cool stuff. Yeah, look at her. She's flying through there with guns. Badass woman. Oh, I like this watercolor stock. I'm gonna grab that. Look at her. She had guns. Now she has a bow and arrow. I'm telling you, she's badass. She's always flying. Oh, purchase. I respect that you are selling it. However, as I am not making any money off of this, I'm not gonna buy your thing. This was like for design for a band, and that was like the perfect thing. Maybe. But if this was for a band, I'd probably end up just building my own textures. Which I will do a video all about that stuff too. How I build textures, how I do all that happy whore. It's a girl from Frozen. I don't know how much this wind is coming in, but it is far too hot for me not to have the door open. That was the other reason. I don't know if you can tell on that tiny little screen, but I was fatty. Now I'm comfortable. It's a lovely September day here in Massachusetts. You can probably hear the dogs running around. Still don't know what I want to do with this thing. Ooh. I bet this person's selling it. And that's what that star means. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't. But respect. I understand. That would be a cool texture. I don't believe I've used this one before. Somebody use it now. Yep. Alright. Totally using this one. Add you to the list. Chewy. What you doing, pal? Talking to the dog. Pop that there. Oh, it's like a stormy raven sky cloud. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. And now we don't need this anymore. Okay. Fiery wing, woman laying down, woman looking off into the distance, Senshi woman sitting in a chair, dress, explosion, rocks, illustrations. Yeah. You should totally film yourself yawning. Everybody's gonna love that. That's cool. This is neat. Here. This looks really cool. Sorry for the background noise. Copy this. Pasty, pasty. I don't know if this is gonna work right, but we're gonna find out. Put it on the list. Thank you for your photo. Oh, here's the other ones. I've totally used that one before. Okay. Oh, went back too far. It's okay. Let's think about a word. So there's something else you can do. Oh, I'm not a core member. I should pay. I should sponsor DeviantArt because they're doing cool things. Let's do what's been popular this past month. Told myself I want to finish this in an hour because that's about as much time as I can dedicate to it today. And that's not counting the bathroom break. Hamburgers. Alright, well, let's just see what we can do here. Bring her up. Again, what I'll probably end up doing is just isolating her. Let me show you another way. This is a little faster, but it's not as clean. So what I've done is 2 clicks. Brings up the menu, right click, whatever. I'm going to set the hardness to around 69 because that's sexy. Bring it down to like that. And if you hold shift, it'll put in a straight line between the 2 points. Oh, that's wind blowing in on the microphone. I'm probably going to have to shut the door. Bananas. Okay. Door shut. My assumption is it's less windy now on the recording. So I'm just clicking and dragging, as you can see. What this is doing is just isolating her out. I could do again with the pen tool, but I'm trying to show off. And use a couple different methods like I was telling you guys you can do. So again, I'm holding shift in between each one of these clicks, and as you can see, here, we can make this even more obvious. As you can see, as I click, it makes a straight line between those 2 points. So it's not necessarily straight, but it is between those 2 points straight. You understand what I'm saying? The brackets, left bracket, right bracket, kind of increase and decrease the size of your brush quickly. With a program like GIMP, I don't know how much of this stuff carries over. They're designed similarly, so I gotta believe some of these tricks will work. And again, in Creative Cloud, I know they've updated some of this stuff. Some of the stuff might be a little different. They might even have a better way to do this. I don't know yet. I'll get Creative Cloud soon. And then we'll go over that. I'm kind of cutting off some of her foot, but that's okay. It's probably going to get cropped out anyway. Oh, that's background and not her dress. Now I'm just clicking and like literally dragging. Oh, you can see. That's right. That's right. That's right. Come around here like this. Come around here like this. Play with her toes digitally. Hi, toes. Come this way. I'm going to take some cuts out of here because, like I said, it doesn't really need to be super clean. You're going to have a hard time seeing everything anyway. I believe that's in her arm, yeah. don't forget to just zoom out every once in a while and make sure that you're doing things correctly. I have scrubby zoom on. That's how I was able to get back here so quickly. I hate wasting time. Wasting time is my least favorite thing to do. Wasted time. So, now with hair can be a little challenging. I have to decide how much of it I want to keep. Now, it's not too flowy, so I think I want to keep all of it. But, excuse me. So, what we're going to do is make the brush kind of small and just go chow, chow. A lot of this stuff is going to go away because we are going to drop all the color out of it. Because again, with what I do, that's just what works for me. If you want to leave the color in, that's on you. You do you, baby boo. That's also hair. Kachiga. Alright. Around here like this, up around here like this. Don't want to take off too much of her face. This little eye wrap thing. Now up here, it's kind of hard to tell which is her hair and which isn't. So we're going to assume that it's kind of like this. Nope, not enough. See? Probably something like this. Yeah. And if I got to fill it back in, I fill it back in later. I'm going to take kind of a quick cut. Bananas. Down here like this, up around here like this. And again, I don't really care how super, tack sharp this stuff is, because my art is abstract. If you want a little more tackness, then you should probably just pen tool that bad boy. But for me, that works. So now, I can take the lasso tool. I have the, polygonal lasso tool. It's the one that you click and you drag the damn shape. I'm a designer, not an English speaker. Stupid. So anyway, what this does, you can click quickly and just kind of come back, and all I'm doing is just going to trace my erase path and delete the background. Boom, boom, boom. Now there's some blue in there, as you can see. I think I'm okay with that, because I could probably take it out when I mess with the levels. Plus, I don't really know what's going to happen with this woman yet, so I don't care. Nice big path down here, nice big path, nice big path. 11 o'clock. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Come back around her tootsies. Bottom of the dress. Patchouli. 2 fingers on my MacBook lets me scrub, but if you don't have that, you can always just press the space bar. If you press the space bar, you automatically get the hand, and click and drag with the hand, it'll bring you around the artboard or canvas. Sorry, I go back and forth between Illustrator and Photoshop, and they use slightly different terms, and sometimes I forget which terms I'm talking about. Down here, down here, down here, up here, boom, 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 boom. Command 0 and delete. Goodbye, background. Good sheet in here. Yeah, see, that's close enough. They'll treat it. And zoom, zoom, zoom. Pikachu, Pikachu, Snickerchoo, Chukadoo, Papachoo, Tikadoo, Pigadoo, Brigadoon, Snaggletoo, Paco, Taco, Rocco. It's up to me if I want to use any of this jumbled nonsense. Oh no! Sometimes that happens if you're going too fast and you're being a jerk, and you gotta restart. So I just use the pen tool, because then if that happens, it's not gonna close the path, it's just gonna... Get out of here, I don't want to turn the canvas. Why are you stuck on there? I don't know why that's stuck there. My computer's grinding. It's now apparently part of the image. No, I live here now. And now it's gone. Alright. Almost done. Oh yeah. This thing is starting to grind. That's the downside with working big images. Alright. So now she's isolated. Turn back on everything else. Turn this off. I'm going to turn off the birds for now. I have an idea. So, we're going to make her bigger. You know what? We're going to go stupid big. And have her spill off the canvas. Maybe twist her up slightly. So she's looking hopeful. I like how she ends up making that shape across the bottom. Yeah, see, this might work. Center her up. Zoomy zoom. Drop some levels. Tweaky, tweaky. Tweaky, tweaky. And tweak. Tweak on. Bump up the contrast. A little bit brighter. So now my idea with the bird. Stop it. Come on, fingers, I need you to fing. So let's bring it back to normal. Let's make a copy. Command J makes a quick copy. I'm going to spin this back around, because I think this lady's going to have a bird head. Yep, she feels like a bird head kind of lady. Oh, well that's kind of interesting too. No, bird head it is. Okay. So up here, I'm going to eraser tool. Bring down the hardness, and that just makes a nice soft edge. So we get stuff like this. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do is lasso tool quickly, drag a shape around here, double click to close it off, Shift Command J, brings it to its new layer, and it's deleted. So now it's just the bird, or at least this section of the bird. I think what we want, so about 50% hardness, or not hardness, opacity, and I'm just doing this to position. I think this is going to work for us. Yep. Okay. I think I want to match that shoulder with her shoulder, which means that we're going to go back to here. I have automatic layer select on. So after all that hard work, I'm going to delete that. Probably that. But that's okay. It's okay. Oh, no, wrong layer. Oh, no. Okay. Hardness down. And this back down. And all this is doing is just kind of blending. So we can soften where the two come in. That has this nice soft edge. Oh. I'm going to come in here with a brush. Just grab a plain old brush with soft hardness, maybe 5%. Too big. And I'm just going to brush in some black. I'm going to come back to this top layer and erase this a little bigger. Nope. We want to just do that. How's that look? That's looking ridiculous. Something like this. Sure. Command E combines the two images. Now we're going to bump up the contrast together. Brightness a little bit. Nope, don't need to. I lied, don't do that. If you're following along at home, don't do that part. Alright. Let's just get a little lost. But this is where this one's going to come in. So, we're going to spin this like so. See, a multiply just takes all the dark layers. So what I'm going to do is multiply the top layer and then soft light down here. And we're getting a nice tonality. But when all that other stuff's going on, you can't see it. So if this does like a hard light, yeah, see, that's not going to work. So we want to have this be like that. So now we start messing with a little bit of the layer. Oh, is this one actually fighting us? Okay, we can leave that there. This can come up. Maybe we have a second copy up here as like a screen. Super soft, even less. That's looking kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe bring another one of these up as like a layer, as like a texturizer. That's that really ridiculous one. But if we do just like a soft light at like a 20%, it adds just a little more interest going on. I think this can probably be boosted up. Oh yeah, see? Now we're getting some visual understanding in here. Maybe move the placement of this. Oh, that's what you get when you have auto select on. Jerk. Yeah. Maybe one more layer down here. Oh yeah. See? You just gotta play with it. You never really know what's gonna happen. Let's see what's popular in the last 24 hours. Let's just grab something quick. We're coming to the end, so we gotta be wrapping up. We got to be wrapping up. Just finish this bad boy off. And call it done whenever you feel done. If you think it's done now, then you think it's done now. Oh, let's grab. I bet somebody has a cool shot of the eclipse that they're putting up. Yep. Yes, they did. Are they giving it away? Yes. Yes, they are. Photo credits down here. Thank you to all these people. You rock and roll all night long. Oh, that's a small image, but I think it'll be okay because we're just looking for the shape of it. You'll see what I mean. Come around here like this. Make it kind of big. Make it a little bigger. So we give this a nice halo. Right? But you're like, Travis, that looks crappy. Not if I do this. Right? Now it's just a little blurry. But if you do it like a 40%. Yeah. Or what you can do is with just this selected, you'll come here and say select color range. With the fuzziness all the way up, I have only the black selected. this is a crucial step. Unisolate the layer before you do this, because it just it makes for a bad time. So Shift, Command I inverts, Command J just makes a copy, so I can drop out this back layer. And now we just have just the halo part. And I can do something like a soft light instead, and it's going to do something different. Again, you bring it down farther in the mix. But I think it's better up here. And I liked it better as a screen. But then we could probably take all the color out of it. There you go. There you go. And I also want to have some understanding of like what's in the foreground, what's in the background. So what I'm doing is I'm just deleting the halo inside the image of our ladybird. Ladybird. Wasn't that the dog from King of the Hill? I don't know. Yeah. Yep. It's okay. It's not okay. We're gonna do it this way. Okay. And that's Nito Bandito. We dropped it down like a 60. 50. Yeah. And this is looking really cool. Maybe she needs to be just slightly bigger. Maybe that's... Something's bothering me. And again, you never really know. Yeah, that looks better. But then you're like, but you just erased the other thing. I gotta deal with it. I'll live with it. Because we're reaching an hour. And I don't want this thing to be too long. Because then nobody's gonna watch it. So yeah. That's probably cool. Now I'm going to do a master layer where we're going to do the brightness and the contrast. Make it a little brighter. I'm dropping down the contrast slightly because there's a lot going on. I still think we need another one of these. Excuse me. Down here. Now again, it's not doing much. It's just defining it a little bit better so you understand what's in the foreground, what's in the background. Probably do one of these master curve layers. Get a little bit of an S going. Wow! Just slightly. Actually, nah, I don't think we need that. And that's the thing. You gotta play with it. You don't know. You don't know till you know, and then you know that you know. Messing with the levels. It's just very dark. Alright, that's pretty neat. We're gonna call that done. Oh, not completely done. Come over here. Hey, not yet. Open up this guy. Boys, chill. Wait. Oh, come on. I'm recording something, please. You're very cute. Yes, you're both very cute. I have 2 dogs. They're awesome, but they make recording things hard. I should kick them out. But I don't have the heart because they're, again, the loves of my life. Don't tell my wife. Alright. It's probably too big, right? You should take credit for your work, but I don't like being that obnoxious with it. That works. Okay. So yeah, that's my little composition. Link to download it in the description. Thank you very much for watching. If you want me to play with your images next time, send me a link. If I have any questions, you'd like me to try something different, write me a comment. until then, I'll talk to you later. I've been Travis Tuta. Thank you very much for watching. Toodaloo.
Untouchable, the way the waters ever fade.